Oh! People with type 2 diabetes are excited about the potential of once-weekly Ozempic.
It began as a treatment for type 2 diabetes.
And you may lose weight. In the same one-year study, adults lost on average up to 12 pounds.
Oh, up to 12 pounds.
Then, it became the secret weapon for celebrity weight loss. Today, it is one of the most sought-after products on the planet. We are talking about semaglutide and its counterparts like tirzepatide, known globally by brand names like Ozempic, Mounjaro, and Wegovy. These weight loss pens are doing more than changing bodies. They are altering global consumption habits, shifting the GDP of nations, and moving billions of dollars in sectors no one predicted. Even the aviation industry is taking note. Major airlines are already calculating fuel savings based on the premise of lighter passengers. Governments are locked in debates over patents and the public's right to generic versions that could be 30% cheaper. The scale is staggering. By 2026, the cost of semaglutide reached between $90 and $160 per gram. To put that in perspective, a kilogram of crude oil costs less than $1. Gram for gram, this molecule is now over 100 times more valuable than oil. This massive valuation has caught the attention of organized crime. Targeted heists on pharmacies are rising as Ozempic pens become high-liquidity assets on the black market. Enjoying this story so far? Then like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you know as soon as we drop a new video. But while the world focuses on the economic revolution, an essential question is often ignored. What is the biological and social cost? Why is the weight loss associated with these pens so rapid? These molecules act as a biological hacker. They mimic a hormone called GLP-1, which signals to the brain that the body is full while simultaneously slowing the rate at which the stomach empties. The result is prolonged satiety. However, this metabolic shortcut comes with a documented cost. Common side effects, including severe nausea, vomiting, and chronic constipation, affect roughly 20% of users. According to reports, these symptoms are the primary reason patients abandon the treatment. Medical communities are also monitoring more serious risks. Usage has been associated with rare cases of pancreatitis and gallbladder stones. Product labels also carry warnings regarding thyroid tumors. While this link was primarily observed in rodents, doctors urge total caution for patients with a family history of the disease. Then there is the aesthetic phenomenon known as Ozempic phase. The accelerated loss of facial fat can cause the skin to lose its support structure, leading to a prematurely aged appearance.
Significant weight loss with drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy can change the way our faces look. As we've covered in other videos, we have many fat compartments throughout our face, and these compartments are affected by anything that leads to weight loss.
Perhaps the greatest challenge is what happens when the treatment stops. Without the synthetic signal for fullness, appetite often returns with a vengeance. Neuroendocrinologist Dr. Robert Lustig points out that the drug addresses the symptom, weight, but often ignores the root cause, a metabolism damaged by sugar and ultra-processed foods. Research indicates many patients regain up to 2/3 of the lost weight shortly after stopping, creating a cycle of pharmaceutical dependency. Furthermore, Dr. Peter Attia warns of sarcopenia, the loss of muscle mass rather than just fat. This can leave a patient thinner, but metabolically fragile and at higher risk for falls in old age. In the United States, severe cases of gastroparesis or stomach paralysis have even led to high-profile lawsuits.
The family of Marcia Eddinghoff is among them. They are suing Novo Nordisk, the maker of Ozempic, for wrongful death. They say Marcia had been taking Ozempic for 6 months when she got sick. Her family thought it was food poisoning, and doctors treated her for that.
In the United States, the crisis is defined by a massive underground supply chain. Because demand has outstripped legal supply for nearly 2 years, a shadow industry has emerged to fill the void. The FDA has already issued numerous warnings regarding counterfeit Ozempic entering the US through illegal online pharmacies. In some cases, these counterfeit pens contain no semaglutide at all. Instead, they have been found to contain insulin. For a non-diabetic American looking to lose weight, injecting a high dose of insulin can lead to a fatal hypoglycemic coma within minutes, a danger the WHO has classified as a global health threat. This has also sparked a legal and regulatory war over compounding pharmacies. While the US allows these pharmacies to create custom versions of drugs during national shortages, manufacturers like Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly have filed dozens of lawsuits against American clinics. They allege that these compounded versions are often impure, improperly dosed, or contain different salt forms of the molecule that have not been proven safe or effective. The valuation of this clear gold has even led to a rise in cargo theft. In the US, high-value pharmaceutical shipments are now primary targets for organized crime, as these pens are high-liquidity assets that can be easily flipped on social media marketplaces. As the price per gram remains 100 times more valuable than oil, the incentive for criminal intervention in the American healthcare supply chain only continues to grow. Despite the risks, the medical community remains divided. Proponents point to the success stories: obese patients who have avoided imminent cardiovascular failure and regained their mobility. Many endocrinologists argued that because obesity is a chronic biological disease, these pens are essential tools, provided they are used under strict supervision. Recent studies even suggest a 20% reduction in the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Science is currently investigating if these substances could help prevent dementia or even treat chemical dependencies. However, the economic shift remains the most visible side effect. Users are fundamentally changing how they spend money. Data shows a 5% to 8% drop in grocery spending among users, with a market shift away from snacks and sugary drinks toward lean proteins. As mentioned, this Ozempic effect reaches even the skies. An analysis from 2026 suggests the 4 largest US airlines could save up to $580 million a year in fuel costs if the trend of weight loss continues at this pace. The world may be getting lighter, but the weight of the consequences, both biological and social, is only beginning to be felt. What we're seeing is the surface of a transformation that affects health, the economy, and the future of global industry. At Big Picture Originals, we aim to look beneath that surface, providing the analysis you won't find in the mainstream press. If you value these insights, consider joining our community. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and turn on the notification bell so you know as soon as we drop a new video. And if you want to stay ahead of our releases, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen right now. And see you in our next 10-minute brief.